Hey everybody, this is the Facebook Ads with the Twang podcast. I'm your host Ben Blackman, and today is about finding out why you need to start using the Facebook Business Manager as soon as possible. So let's get started with episode number 9. Facebook Ads with the Twang is dedicated to taking the often overcomplicated process of creating simple, successful Facebook ads, breaking them down step by step in less than 10 minutes at a time. Let's get started. Well, here we are. It's episode number 9, and we're going to be talking about why using the Facebook Business Manager is so important. And, you know, if you haven't heard about the Facebook Business Manager, or maybe you know a little bit about it, but you aren't using it, or you've never heard about it, I mean, this is really going to be an episode that's going to be very important because it's about protecting yourself and your account. So that if bad things tend to happen, you're going to be able to minimize those risks. Okay, you can't eliminate them all, but you can minimize some of them. And a lot of people don't like to think about that because they often think, well, my account's so small, or I'm not really running that many ads, or whatever. And that's okay. I mean, I get that, but if you go ahead and set it up now, it'll make it easier as you grow. And that way you don't have to try to figure it out later. And as I'll explain here shortly, if something were to happen like your account got shut down, you'll be able to get up and running quickly. The worst thing to happen is to have a bunch of ads going and really just doing really well, and then you wake up one morning and your account got shut down. It happens. So I want to talk to you about that here in just a minute. But the first thing I kind of wanted to mention is setting up the Facebook Business Manager is really pretty simple. And the way that you do that is you go to business.facebook.com, and then you set up the Business Manager account. Now I'm going to include a link in the show notes. But once you've set that up and you log into Facebook normally, just like you were logging in any other time, you go in normally, and then on the upper right of your page, at least this is where it is as of right now, where the drop down is, the down pointing arrow, you click on that drop down and you'll see it says Business Manager Accounts, and you'll now have that there, and you click on that to go to your Facebook ads. So that's really where it'll be. You don't have to log into something else or do something like that. It's not that big a deal. It is a couple of extra clicks, but it is totally worth it. And I actually, on my desktop, I have it saved in my bookmarks because I have to go there all the time. So it's just right in front of me. I just click on Facebook Business Manager. I'm there. So one thing that you should know, though, and I'll tell you this just for those that aren't familiar, is if you go into your Facebook Business Manager account, like if you click on it, then you're no longer looking. You can't just click back into your news feed if you want to start scrolling back in your news feed. That part's a little frustrating to me sometimes. So I would open up another tab for your regular Facebook page if you want to kind of keep that open or something along those lines. So anyway, all right. So here's the reasons that I was talking about that you need to really think about, and open up a Facebook Business Manager account. One, it's like I said, is to protect yourself, and the way you can do that is now once you open it, you can add partners to your account. So like if I was gonna be your Facebook account ads person, right, you could add my business as a partner to your Business Manager account. You don't have to add me personally. You don't have to give me your login information. You don't have to do any of that. You add my business. So if something were to happen, let's say, and we had a parting of ways, and you're worried about something, you could go in and delete me out almost immediately. I don't have any of your login info. I can't hold your ads hostage. I've seen that before where, there's agencies out there that'll run ads in their own accounts, right? And they're running ads in their own accounts, and then if something didn't go right, they could just shut the ads off whenever they want to. And then the person who had hired them have no recourse. They can't go back in and turn them back on, right? They don't even know what they look like. Well, this will protect you from that. And then also it'll help you because you can add people to use certain parts of the account. Like, for example, say you have a virtual assistant and you want them to gather some of the data, some of the metrics out of there and put them into a spreadsheet, then you can just kind of grant them access to that part of it, and then they can do that part and move on. You don't have to make a big production out of it. And again, if something happened, you could always take them right out. It's not a big deal. So that's one thing that it really does. The other thing is it protects your account insofar as if Facebook does shut it down. Now, you might be thinking, hey, I'm not a big player, you know, they're not going to shut my account down, I play by the rules. Even if you play 100% by the rules, you can still get your account shut down. I have seen this happen, and it is no fun. Okay, so I'm not trying to scare you, I'm just trying to prepare you, that's all. Facebook ads is something that is really because it's gotten so big so fast, you know, there's all these algorithms that'll you know, could possibly flag your account for this or that, or whoever's looking at the account doesn't look at the whole thing, they're just looking at a part of it, and they're not putting everything into perspective and so forth. The challenge is when your account gets shut down, one, you rarely know exactly why it got shut down, and two, most of the time you don't have a lot of recourse. They just say, hey, it's shut down, you know, sorry, see ya. I mean, that's about it. They don't really tell you how to dispute it very much. Like, you can click a button and try to dispute it, but that's usually pretty generic there. So this helps protect you from that. And by the way, if your account does get shut down, you should dispute it. Just be very nice about it. Oftentimes when the accounts get shut down, it's a mistake and Facebook will turn them back on. The question is, how long will that take? You know, if it takes 2 weeks, is that going to really kill your business? I mean, if it is, then, you know, you don't want that to happen. So what you would do while they were getting that sorted out, because you have a business manager account, is you can now add a second, third, fourth, however many ad accounts to the business manager account. And then you would add a new Facebook business page. You would need to use a separate credit card number, just letting you know that. But when you add those back in, now you can get up and running quickly. Right now you're ready to go again. You don't have to wait, you know, while they're figuring out whether or not they should have shut it down or not. And now you're ready to get out there and make, you know, some more money or drive more business. And so that's really all you have to do. I'm sorry, that's really the only reasons that you need a Facebook business account. There's other things in there. There's project stuff in there, but for most people, if you're just running your account, and that's all you're going to be doing, you're not going to be managing somebody else's at all, you know, most of those features in there probably aren't going to help you. But you should still use it just for the two reasons that I told you. So it's real simple. Like I said, the way you set it up is you just go into the business.facebook.com, you create an account, then you add your ad account to it, and then you add your Facebook business page. That's it. That's all you have to do. Okay. And, you know, like I said, just go in there and take care of that. It won't take you just a couple of minutes to get set up, get familiar with what it looks like. And if something happens, and I'll tell you this, something else that might be handy for you is that if you have multiple Facebook business pages like I do, like I have one for One Focus Marketing, and then I have one for me personally, but it's a business page, right? It's public. I've forgotten what it's called, but anyway, it's a business page, but just with my name. And so you can, I have both of those added into the business manager, so now I can advertise on either one of those much easier, right? Using those as the selection. So go ahead and do that. If you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to join my closed Facebook group. It's called Funnel Strategies for Facebook. The link will be in the show notes. We'd love to have you. If you have Facebook questions, just jump in there and I'll be glad to answer them. And I'm telling you what, this is, like I said, episode number 9. I'm thrilled to be here on episode number 9, and I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much.